Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing my second declutter of this year. I already did my first declutter and I'm gonna do a video on that, but this is my second declutter and I have 5 fragrances today that I'm gonna sell on Mercari because I don't wear them anymore. And yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna go in order from oldest to newest. Okay, so let's begin with this one. The Only One by Dolce Gabbana. Okay, so this fragrance, I remember when I got it, I've had this for like 3 years in my collection. And I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times in total. As you can see, it doesn't have much of a dent. I mean a little bit, but I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times. And I've sprayed this a couple times for like the past 2 or 3 weeks just to decide if I want to keep it. And I used to love this when I first got it. But here's my thing with this one. It takes forever to get to the dry down. And it's a very strong and very sharp. There's like a plasticky note in there that is really off-putting to me. And it takes forever to get to the dry down. And that's just something that I don't really want to deal with. Like when I wear a fragrance, I want to be able to enjoy it pretty much as soon as I spray it. I don't want to have to wait 2 or 3 hours to actually start to like it. So yeah, this is really sweet. Really sweet. Caramel, kind of powdery and kind of synthetic. Like I said, it has like a plasticky note in there that is really off-putting to me. So let's go over the notes and the accords really quick. Okay. So, on Fragrantica, the accords for this one are caramel, sweet, powdery, vanilla, violet, coffee, citrus, warm, spicy, iris, and woody. Okay. And for the notes, we have top notes, violet, orange, bergamot. Middle notes are coffee, pear, iris, orange blossom, and rose. And the base notes are caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. Okay. I think what I don't like here, that I'm picking up on, is the mix of coffee, iris, and patchouli. All 3 of those I feel like are just too strong for me. They overpower the rest of the notes. Which, the accords sound really nice. It sounds just like a really sweet vanilla, powdery caramel scent with some powderiness and some coffee. But yeah, that plasticky note in there, which I believe is the coffee, the iris, and probably the violet too, and the patchouli, are just too overpowering for me. And although I did really enjoy this when I first got it, I don't wear it anymore because, like I said, it takes forever to get to the dry down, and I don't want to wait 3 hours to start to like a fragrance that I'm wearing. So yeah, that's the first one I'm going to declutter. Moving on. I have Lattafa Affection. Has some oil there. Okay. I hadn't seen that. But yeah, this is inspired by Kayali. I always forget the name. Yum Pistachio Gelato, I think. Something like that. But you know what I'm talking about. That's what this is inspired by. And okay, let me spray it. Because for me, it's like I've worn this maybe 5 times in total. I've worn it a few times. And don't get me wrong, I like it, but I don't love it. And I'm at a point where I want to keep fragrances that I love. If a fragrance is just a like for me, I feel like that's not a good enough reason to keep it because it's just taking up space in my room and I'm not really wearing the fragrance. So yeah, let me go over the accords. Okay, so the main accords for this one are vanilla, nutty, woody, sweet, white floral, green, fruity, amber, and powdery. And for the notes, we have top notes, pistachio, hazelnut, blackcurrant. The middle notes are lactones, jasmine, lily of the valley, raspberry. And the base notes are lactones, vanilla, and tonka bean. So this is another one of those fragrances that it's like, I like the dry down, but the opening and the mid is just I don't know, there's something in there that is just, that I don't love. That is kind of off-putting to me. And it's not such a strong smell. It's like very citrusy. I don't know what is that kind of green, citrusy or zesty kind of note in there. Maybe it's the blackcurrant, or the lily of the valley, or the raspberry probably. But yeah, it's just, there's something in here that I feel like doesn't blend well with the rest of the notes. I wish that it was more toned down. And yeah, I rarely ever use this. I used to enjoy it a lot for like cold weather, like winter and fall. That's when I would wear this. The few times that I wore it, that's when I would mostly wear it. And I would always layer it with something softer, like a softer vanilla fragrance, just to kind of tone down that zesty kind of green note in there that I don't like. So yeah, I don't want to have to layer something to tone it down or change it enough for me to like it enough to wear it. So yeah, that's the main reason why I'm getting rid of this one, although it's not bad. And I honestly, I've never tried the Kayali one, so I don't know if this is really a dupe of it, which I've heard from other people that it's not really 100% dupe. So yeah, that's Affection Love by Lattafa. Moving on, we have another Lattafa. Lattafa Yara Tous, or Tous. Not sure how to pronounce that. But this one, okay. What I don't like about this one, this is another one that every time I would wear it, I would have to layer it. I would always layer this with the original pink Yara, because by itself, on my skin, at least on my skin, the mango is just, it's too artificial for me. And the coconut in here, it would get kind of, I don't know, coconut sometimes, I'm very picky with coconut because it can be kind of like a suntan, sunblock kind of coconut, lotion coconut kind of, that it's just not, I don't know, I don't really like that kind of coconut scent. For me to like a coconut, it has to be very subtle, very well blended, kind of more on the fresh side. I prefer a more fresh coconut than a gourmand coconut. And here, the coconut is more gourmand, and like I said, more of like a lotion coconut that really, it just doesn't work well with my skin. It smells better on the test strip than on my skin. So yeah, let me go over the accords and the notes really quick. Okay, so the accords for this one are tropical, sweet, vanilla, floral, white floral, fruity, powdery, coconut, musky, woody, and lactonic. And the notes, top notes are mango, coconut, passion fruit. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, and heliotrope. And the base notes are vanilla, musk, and cashmere. Yeah, so I don't know if maybe it's the blend of the coconut and cashmere that just doesn't go well together to me, to my nose. You do get a little bit of passion fruit in there, but what you mostly get in here is a really sweet artificial mango, the coconut, like I said, heliotrope, you get a little bit of passion fruit in there, and the vanilla and the musk, and there's a touch of that cashmere in there. But yeah, I like I said, I would only wear this when I layered it with the original Lattafa, the pink Yara, and I don't want to keep fragrances in my collection that I have to layer in order to enjoy them. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be decluttering this one. Although this is nice and I know a lot of people love it, but yeah, those are my thoughts on this one. I've had it for like 2 years in my collection. So moving on to the next one, we have Royal Cotton Collection Cotton Abyed, or Abyed. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, this one, I was really debating on whether I should keep this one or not, because this is actually really nice. This is really, really nice. But it's too similar to Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla. It's like almost identical to that. And I have the travel size spray of that, and I like it. I wear it every once in a while, but it's not a love for me either. Although this is really nice. This is a really like musky, powdery, sweet vanilla. This is really, really nice. But I have two fragrances that are very similar to this, and I prefer those over this one because the longevity is better, the projection is better. So yeah, this is honestly really nice. And I love the bottle. And I've worn it a couple times, but the longevity is really, really bad. It's like, the most I'll get out of this is like 3 hours or 4 if I'm lucky. And I have, I did a video on it. It's the new Aroma Concepts Khair Felicity. I have that one, and it's very similar to this one. They're not dupes though. Like I said, this is more identical to Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla, which somebody pointed that out in the video I did about Khair Felicity. So shout out to her for pointing that out, because even though I have the Mod Vanilla, I didn't realize that this is like identical to that. So yeah, let me go over the notes really quickly on this one. Okay, so the main accords for this one are powdery, iris, musky, sweet, vanilla, earthy, and fruity. And for the notes, we have musk, plum, middle notes, orris, and praline, and the base notes are vanilla and coconut. So yeah, like I said, this is a very fluffy, airy, sweet, musky, powdery vanilla. You do get a little bit of that plum in there. It gives it like a really soft, fruity touch. And you do get a little bit of that coconut in there, kind of in the background. But yeah, this is really nice. And like I said, I love the bottle. I would keep it, but like I said, I have Khair Felicity and I have Mod Vanilla, and I do prefer those over this one just because the longevity is better. And the Khair Felicity, I prefer a little bit more because it's a little bit more well blended, a little bit more sophisticated than this one, I would say. And the musk is more toned down in Felicity, whereas this one, I feel like it's a little bit sharper, and it's also a little bit more powdery. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this one. I really do enjoy this one, but I am gonna have to declutter it, unfortunately, because I don't wear it. And the last one is this one, Rua Radiant Roses by Paris Corton. Like this hot pink color. So this one kind of did disappoint me a little bit, because this has like a very artificial powdery scent that is kind of overwhelming to me. It doesn't smell bad, but it's just overwhelming. It's too artificial and powdery, and it's like it's very sweet, but it's too synthetic. It's like, the best way I can kind of describe it is, if you've ever tried like those artificial sweeteners that they are sweet, but it's like you can taste that really weird aftertaste that is not good, and that's why sugar tastes better, because you don't have that weird aftertaste that you have in like artificial sugar. That's kind of what this reminds me of, which that's kind of weird, but yeah, this is super powdery. And it's like a artificial rose. And it's supposed to smell like Turkish delight. That's what the videos on TikTok were saying, at least. But I expected this to be more of a like a nice sweet powdery rose. But this is just, and it is like a sweet powdery rose, but it's too powdery, too synthetic. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of juvenile too. And yeah, I mean, I have another rose fragrance that's very natural, and it has that powderiness and that sweet touch that I really love. So when I got this one and I kind of compared them, I'd much rather keep my other fragrance that it's just, the quality is much better than this one. But I will say this does last, and it projects a lot as well. So let me go over the notes really quickly. Okay, so top notes, we have bergamot, peach, chocolate, fresh citrus, and lemon. For the middle notes, we have rose, freesia, magnolia, sweet orange, and floral jasmine. And for the base, we have sandalwood, vanilla, sugary, heavy musk, and soft amber powdery. Yeah, Maybe it's that sugary, heavy musk that makes it kind of artificial and synthetic smelling. But yeah, this one is just, it's not what I was expecting when I bought this. So yeah, I'm going to declutter this one because I don't wear it at all. So yeah, those are the 5 fragrances that I'm gonna declutter. I'm really trying to only have fragrances in my collection that I actually love and I actually wear frequently in my collection. I don't want to keep collecting things that are just that I don't wear. Even some things that I like, but I don't love. So I feel like there's no point in keeping them in my collection if I'm not going to be wearing it consistently. And yeah, that is the end of my video. I'm probably going to do another video of a few fragrances that I decluttered a couple weeks ago, even though I don't have them anymore. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you've tried any of these, if you like them, if you dislike them. And yeah, I'm gonna sell these on Mercari. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.